A lot of people were wrong about what was going to happen in 2016. But I think it's hard to find anybody who was more wrong than me.
How did we get here? Why does the party of family values support a man who talks about dating his daughter and praises a woman arrested for pimping for a child rape ring?
I didn't want to believe this. I didn't want to believe that the Republican Party that I had worked all these years in would actually accept Donald Trump as a nominee.
How did the party that stood for strong foreign policy end up as Putin's poodles? It was all a lie. How the Republican Party became Donald Trump.
So my concept of Trump was sort of like, this was like an alien entity being injected into the Republican body, and that the Republican body would reject it.
A legendary ad maker for the Republican Party, veteran of 5 presidential campaigns, Stuart Stevens helped elect Republicans in over half the country.
Look, I benefited from the system, but looking at what the Republican Party has become and the sort of institutionalized hate that it represents now, I feel great sadness about it. It's sort of like watching a friend drink themselves to death. I would feel a lot better if I could look at the Republican Party and see that it had really been this great force for good, developed and progressed the same way the country has. But it didn't, and it hasn't, and it's gone the other way. And what we have now is a culture of cowardice in the Republican Party.
In It Was All a Lie, he combines his talents to write a fascinating and blistering insider's look at how what seemed impossible became inevitable.
Republicans just accepted Trump. I think that's very telling. This is a guy that is, tweeting white power. He's a racist. You just can't ignore this. But what happened with Trump was just so jarring and so fundamentally against the key principles that we said the party was for, that at least I couldn't ignore it anymore. It's all a lie. They had a chance to stand up to Trump, and they didn't.
It Was All a Lie, how the Republican Party became Donald Trump. Available now.